Now, Hosni Mubarak in power for 30 years, a dictator for 29, but really in power technically for 31. He gets $13 billion plus every year of U.S. taxpayer money. A lot of the U.S. torture centers are there, the ghost sites, the black sites. He's been the angel of Israel, the angel of the United States. He's done everything they want, brutally murdering people, torturing, pure death, just absolutely barbarous to the huge population of Egypt. Then you've got the Arab Brotherhood, going back to British intelligence, and then after they lost control of the Middle East during World War II under Hitler, and then under CIA control after that. This is not even my opinion. I mean, you know, we reserve judgment until Friday night on this, but we did have guests on who said this could be the case, where they're flushing another one of their minions down the toilet. Hosni Mubarak, to put out and to put into power Mohammed el-Baradei, who they admit is a United Nations George Soros minion, who's the former head of the IAEA at the UN, the Nuclear Weapons Regulatory Group. And I've got the whole breakdown on him. Director General, International Atomic Energy Agency, New York Law School, CIA trained. I mean, his whole background is public. And he shows back up the week before all this starts in Egypt and starts going around saying, I'm ready to be your leader. And it turns out the Egyptian military is bought and paid for by the U.S. and Israel. This is on record. And is basically standing down, unless they try to burn some of the museums, are standing down while the people run around and loot. And here's the London Telegraph. Egypt protest. America's secret backing for rebel leaders behind uprising. Continues. Egyptian opposition leader calls on Mubarak to leave today. And who is that? This is the new puppet, the UN puppet. Because there's one thing Mubarak hadn't done. He refuses to force sterilize people. And they've had UN population summits. He's been criticized. He refuses to sterilize and bring an abortion. Now, you better believe that el-Baradei will. So Mubarak loves to torture, kill, slaughter, total dictator. Our government's got its torture sites there, loves him, but he isn't good enough. He isn't good enough. He doesn't hate his people enough. And so Mohammed el-Baradei, the Pied Piper of Egyptian revolt, Paul Joseph Watson, that's from Friday, his report up there. And, of course, on Friday he also reported on the George Soros connection. But now Axelrod's bragging that el-Baradei is their man. We've got another report by the LRC blog, Egypt's Rose Revolution, similar to what happened in Georgia. There's another report here. Egypt is another Soros color revolution. Soros, of course, funded rebellions and takeovers all over Eastern Europe and into Central Asia on the belly of Russia. And it's just hard to believe until you look at the evidence and that it's just admitted that our government is so illegitimate.